Welcome back guys to more 2K15 coverage, and on this one we have got some brand new information today regarding the brand new grappling system, plus some other cool information as well. So this could be a long one, so let's get straight into it. So guys, we already knew this year 2K were aiming for a much more realistic game, and according to the hands-on preview, that definitely seems to be the case. Because it is said the gameplay in this year's game is much more like we see on WWE TV, therefore the balance, pacing and weight of the action has been turned into much more like a real life WWE experience. There is a new grappling system which reflects the start of the match, so if I'm understanding it correctly, you can no longer go straight into a proper grapple and hit moves straight off the bat, but rather if you go to do a proper move, it puts you into a chain grapple system. So each match basically is going to start with a chain grapple, kind of like we do see on TV. But just to explain that a little bit better than I can, this is what the article actually states on it. Both wrestlers go directly to an upright grappling position and fight for a better position. It starts as rock, paper, scissors. Each player presses one of 3 buttons and the winner of the round brings in a more advantageous position. From here, both fighters then basically are playing a game that recalls the snap of a lock. Both analog sticks rotate until you find the sticking point and hold in order to improve their own situation. In the meantime, the player with the advantage can land the first hit or take the next best part of the body of his opponent. It is more reminiscent of the way like a real life battle begins, in which you just do not attack with a spine buster as soon as the match begins. During this time, you can already have the first basic attacks and even land an Irish whip. But all the possibilities of this grappling system open up when you have already caused some damage to your opponent. So guys, you can tell from that they've definitely gone for the realism route. I think it's kind of a good move, or I'm a little bit unsure, but I guess when we see the gameplay, hopefully it will all fall into place. But anyway, the article continues to talk about the new grappling system and mentions that the 4 initial grapple holds that we used to have from 2K14 and backwards no longer exist in the new game. And again, this is what the article states. There is another important change in grappling. The 4 grappling poses no longer exist. Once you no longer find yourself in an open battle, you just need to keep the grappling button, and when you move the analog stick in a certain direction, it starts the next move. From a simple headlock, you can still execute more moves, but the more important grappling maneuvers take place from inside the state. So guys, from what I can tell by that, and this is actually translated as well from German, so you know it's a little bit off in the wording, but from what I can tell, that basically kind of means that when you go to do a suplex, for example, you don't actually grapple them properly first like we see in the games. You just kind of do the move when the state is enabled. Again, kind of hard to explain properly, but I will link the full article in the description below. And also guys, hopefully IGN UK are going to do their version of the article, because this one is translated from Germany like I said, so some of it doesn't quite make sense. But anyway, the article does go on to say that there is some more smaller changes, such as how each wrestler moves around the ring, including the speed it takes to climb a turnbuckle, how fast they come off the ropes and stuff like that. So I'm assuming that means that for guys at the Big Show, who are massive guys, they are going to be slow even after an Irish whip, which we don't have in the previous games. So again, it's clear 2K have gone for much more realism. And we've also found out this year's game is going to have a brand new stamina system in place as well. And the article states how this is going to affect the gameplay a great deal. For example, if a guy is super tired, he can no longer land his usual punches. So guys, there is quite a lot of reading in the article, and again it's translated from German, so might not sound completely correct, but I will be linking the article in full in the description below, so feel free to go and take a look. But as far as I can make out from it and what I think of it, I think it's just clear they've gone for realism, and that is definitely going to be the key this year. So if you wanted a more realistic game, and you've definitely got it in 2K15, it does sound there's going to be some fairly big changes from the previous games and what we're normally used to, so it could take some getting used to. But like I said before, hopefully once we see it all in action via some gameplay, which is hopefully going to be coming any day now, hopefully it's all going to come together and make a great experience, which is hopefully going to create one of the best wrestling games to date. But anyway guys, that is going to be it for this one. Once again, I'll be linking the full article in the description below, but stay tuned for much more 2K15 content coming later today. And until the next time, this has been 101, and I will see you all on the next one.